Nicholas George Paltos, c. 1940 to 26 December 2003, was an Australian doctor who became a convicted criminal. Early life. Paltos was born Nicholas George Paltos, or possibly Nicholas Johns Paltos, in 1940 and 1941 on the small Greek island of Kastellorizon, the youngest of 10 children. His family migrated from Greece to Melbourne, Australia in 1947. After the death of his mother in 1949, his family moved to Sydney in 1955, where he first became acquainted with gambling, which was to be his downfall. Paltos attended school till he was 13 when he left and worked at a chrome metal factory. In 1955, he moved with his father to Sydney, where he worked as an apprentice in a Sydenham metal factory, completing a diploma course in electroplating. Paltos enrolled at Sydney Technical College in 1959 and took 2 years to complete his matriculation. He then won a scholarship to study medicine at the University of New South Wales in 1962. After completing studies, he commenced work at the Sydney Hospital in 1969, and in 1978 took up private practice with rooms in Woolloomooloo. He studied and worked part-time as a taxi driver and salesman. He also met his future wife, Marie Kratzes, whom he married in January 1967. He completed his studies in 1968 and joined the staff of Sydney Hospital. A year later he was appointed to the Emergency and Casualty Department. Paltos frequented illegal gaming venues, in particular the Golden Club, and racecourses. He knew people who moved in that world, including Graham "Croc" Palmer. He met George Freeman as a doctor and became friends with him. In 1978, Paltos took up private practice in Y Street, Woolloomooloo. His patients included high flyers such as former NSW Supreme Court Chief Justice Lawrence Street, media tycoon Kerry Packer and broadcaster John Laws. He warned ex-goon Harry Seacombe that if he did not lose some of his 129 kilograms, he would die. Seacombe took that advice and credited Paltos with saving his life. Paltos fathered 2 children and lived in a 2-story home, Gwendolyn, in one of Sydney's most expensive suburbs, Bellevue Hill. His gambling issues continued. In 1982 he borrowed $300,000 from the family company of a solicitor, Ross Kopp. In an effort to pay mounting debts he became involved in criminal activity. First conviction. In 1986, Paltos pleaded guilty to charges of conspiring to import 5.5 tons of hashish into Australia. Second conviction. In 1990, Paltos was convicted on charges of conspiring to pervert the course of justice, along with police detective Roger Rogerson, for using bank accounts under false names to hide improperly gotten money. References